Oh, well, don't prove me wrong. Oh, well, it's not a good start to this video at all. Oh, well, off you go, Edward. Oh, now he's got it. To be honest, I don't... Oh, that might have been a bit of a hard shunt. I don't normally actually have this entire train on this line, but I have a very important question that I would like to answer today, and that is... Can one of these move that train? I actually thought Edward could do it, but unfortunately not so much. But this is a Let's Go Lionel Thomas. Basically, I bought 2 of these sets because they were dirt cheap on Amazon for a while, just for the track, and that's what my entire layout is built from. And I've never actually used any of the engines from it. Right, I realized in post I forgot to mention, the coupler is just off of an old Lionel truck. I already borrowed one of these couplers off of this for Edward, so I took the other one for Thomas. So this is probably going to get some other kind of coupler on it later on, but for now, it's a parts donor. So, here we are today. I've got one of them out. I finally actually bothered to put batteries in the thing. And we're going to see what it can do. But first things first, we've got to get Edward out of the way. Off you go. Right. Let's go ahead and get Thomas into position here, I'd say. Well, okay, I guess we're going this way. Off we go. I didn't mean to send him to that end of the line, but we'll take it. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up these cars and see if Thomas can move them. Oh, is that coupled? It is not. Luckily, sounding the whistle also cancels out the idle sound, which is a useful feature. Alright, we are all coupled up. Let's see. I don't know if Thomas is going to be able to get this train started. Let's find out. Oh, no way! Oh, no! Oh, there's been a crash. You know, I didn't mention this in the first take, but I want to while I have a moment. The reason why I'm pointing out that these cars are interesting to pull up and down this grade is that both of these are loaded. This one is full of tools and other stuff, and this one is an ashtray that is pretty much full, so it is pretty much all full of ash right now, which I haven't actually shown off this little guy yet. You know what? Why not? Let's do this real quick. Bring these over here. So yeah, this is an ashtray that I made, because basically I wanted to get more functionality into the layout, so I introduced, a dumping station. The tracks go over this little bridge here, which is over the garbage can, so I can dump stuff directly into the garbage. And I can do tippers as well. It will just go right over the sides here, sort of between the tracks. But this is really the car that it's meant for. And I added a custom roof so I can seal it up and trap all of the ash and bits of metal and wood inside. This thing's actually really nice to have on the desk, because anytime I'm cutting something, I can bring the dust bin over and effectively just cut right into it with the grinding wheel instead of trying to go into the garbage can or something. And it does a great job at catching all that. Like, it's got all kinds of metal flakes and stuff in it too. And then whenever I'm done, I just seal this guy back up. And we're good to go. It is now sealed up. You can just... Oh. Well, it doesn't want to tip over, but if it tips over, and it has, it keeps all the dust inside. And there's also a few other little holes in here by design that I had to seal up with glue just to make sure that all the dust stays in, but it's a solid little dust container, and whenever I'm not using it, it just kind of resides here on the siding. Whenever I need it, I fill it up with more dust. What can I say? It's a dustbin. It's nothing crazy. You know, that also reminds me, on top of talking about this extension, there's an entire other line that I really haven't talked about yet. So since my last blog, for one, I've added the entire dust extension here. This is just for holding onto the dustbin, and also this, which I haven't done a video on this yet, but it will get its own later. But on top of that, I realized I had space where I could add another 4th line on. So if we follow things out here, we see that it switches to metal track, and that's because it's going to a Hornby turntable where I can kind of spin things around. Unfortunately, it's a tiny bit too short for Edward, but I don't know, I can spin other cars and stuff around, and if nothing else, it gives me an entire extra line to work with, and I really like the sort of hill thing that it has going on. Because basically, the way this layout works is it has a bunch of different grades on it. So on the desk, it's actually a slight grade going uphill until the end there. The back 2 lines are completely level. There's a small grade going down where the dustbin is stored, and then we have the sort of outer connection here, which goes down and then back up again, creating a sort of up and down hill effect, which I actually don't really want to correct because I kind of like what it does here. Because basically what it does is while it's going downhill, the trains get a nice bit of speed up, they get up to this tight corner here, and then they stall out and lose all of their speed well before hitting the backstop. It kind of works out so it can both carry the momentum up the hill to get it up the other side, but also carry it back down again to get up to this side as well. But also it can't go too fast and cause accidents. It kind of works out with the way that this sort of dip works out here. I don't know, I really like this setup, and it keeps things from derailing too crazily, which I would appear to have lost one of my guardrails. I'll fix that later, because these guardrails are unfortunately functional. It's mostly just so if something does derail, it keeps things from coming off the tracks. I have already had one pile up where I took a bunch of the little Hornby trucks and backed them down the line, and unfortunately Edward just got enough speed up with such a long train that they just kind of accordioned back here and just piled up right up against this thing. So definitely glad I went for the guardrails there. But yeah, that's the line expansion. There we go, like nothing's happened. Alright, let's give this one more shot. I love that you can just turn that off whenever you want by just hitting the horn button. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature, but I like it. Because honestly, this thing is way too loud, and you can't just turn it down like the old school Lionel Thomas, where you just... Not the old school, obviously, but the slightly middle school one, where they had this remote as well, and you could hold down the speech button and then use this as a volume knob, but that doesn't seem to work on this one. I don't know why, but whatever. Alright, let's hit the hill again and see if it works. Come on! Oh, it's making it. Come on! Don't decouple, don't decouple. Oh, it's made it. Lovely work. Okay, these things are actually stronger than I thought. Oh, stop! There we go, right at the station, right where she belongs. All right. Not bad at all, actually. I can't believe I haven't opened these up yet, and I've got another one yet. I might have to use one of these for a project at some point. I wonder if I could shove this motor in something else. But I guess that's something for later.